If I tried to sing Part of Your World right now, Disney lawyers would hunt me down. Why hello everyone, this is Toys Unlocked, and today we are building Ariel's Celebration Boat, which is a Lego set that has a giant 4+ in the corner. Now I'm assuming this means that I should actually be able to build this with very little trouble. Now Lego had a set before called Ariel's Royal Celebration Boat, so I guess the main difference is that this boat is not royal and does not have as many jewels as the other set. We do get the same cast of characters though, but this time Ariel's in a white wedding dress. So let's celebrate. Here's a disclaimer. If you're a 4-year-old, please don't open your box like this with scissors. It's just really not safe. Right away you can tell that this set is intended for younger builders because the boat is one solid piece. You don't have to build anything. Now, joke's on them, I'm still going to build this set even though I'm ancient. 3 bags, each one with its own little vignette, and for some reason our booklets are locked up in plastic. I've never had this happen before. Alright, we have Ariel, Eric, and Sebastian playing the keyboard. Now, bag number 1 is obviously going to give us Ariel, so I grabbed this Ariel, who was originally from a poly bag, and I thought it would be fun to see if there are any differences between Celebration Ariel and poly bag Ariel. It looks like we're also going to see Max in this bag, so let's open it up and take a look. Instead of fins, Ariel is rocking a white wedding gown. It has a scalloped neckline, and yes, that is a pun, and a blue metallic underskirt. Let's take a look at the back. It is disappointingly plain. This hurts my heart. There's also this weird printing error. Look at this. The white over her back isn't opaque enough, which makes it look kind of like mesh. Ariel has the same old hairstyle that she always has, but I guess if something works for you, why mess with perfection, right? This time around, she does have the benefit of a little crown. Very fancy. And wow, that is an incredible difference. Okay, polybag Ariel looks way younger. Her eyes are less sparkly, she's not wearing as much mascara or as much lipstick. Her face just seems more innocent overall, whereas Celebration Ariel has big glitzy glamour, eye makeup, and lipstick. They hardly look like the same character. But enough about Ariel, let's take a look at Max the sheepdog. Unfortunately, this doesn't look much like a sheepdog to me. Like, I get that the fluffy 4-lock hair is supposed to be sheepdogish, but it's the same dog mold we've seen 1,000 times before, just with different printing. He looks pretty goofy, but you know what's not goofy is this cool printed mirror piece. I guess they figure that 4-year-olds can't handle stickers, but look how shiny it is. We also get a hairbrush, and this is kind of short for Ariel. Looks more like it's sized for Max. Max, you are looking fabulous today. Those are the minifigures that come with bag number 1, and now we can start with the first real build of the set. It's water themed, which makes sense because this is all about Ariel, and we have to make her a little place to stand to get married. Or to stand after she gets married, I'm not really clear on that timeline. Regardless, this yellow arch is going to make a really nice spot for photo ops. Okay, the arch is next to a pier, which is what I think we're building now, and then on the other side, we're going to put a little sign. I saw this on the outside of the box, and one thing that really baffles me is that Ariel's hair is brown on this sign. It's so cute, right? She's about to kiss Prince Eric, but her hair doesn't match the mini doll. That's such a silly error. And it's not just my camera. I know you might be thinking, well, maybe it's just the color. No. This is in real life. It's brown. It's auburn. Okay. In the big scheme of things, not that big a deal. Now we're decorating the pier with seashells and sea anemones. So it looks like Eric has really embraced the fact that his wife used to be a mermaid, which is really quite lovely of him, actually. And the final step of the pier is to add this piece, which is what Lego.com calls a rotating dance platform. But there's not really enough room for dancing. It's like Ariel is just supposed to stand there and look pretty. I forgot that Max gets a bone. There you go, Max. And now it's time for Prince Eric. Bag number 2 is where we're going to find pieces to build on our boat foundation, and we'll also get our Prince Eric mini doll. I'm new to the Lego Friends and Lego Disney sets, so this is my first male mini doll, and I think they did a pretty good job of recreating Prince Eric's likeness. This is very clearly his outfit from the movie. It looks good. My only concern is that the back of it has the same kind of printing error that the back of Ariel's dress had. The printing isn't opaque enough for me. It's sort of see-through almost. Also not in love with his face. The grin is like a little too big, I think, and his hair isn't swoopy enough. It's more like suave in the movie, but it'll do. So Prince Eric comes with 2 little drinking glasses for some celebratory apple juice. And here he is next to Ariel. They look ready to celebrate their wedding on a boat, don't you think? this is our boat base. Most of these Lego 4+ sets come with the main piece already partially built, and that way you have a foundation to build on and play with. And in this case, our boat is kind of small. There's not much room for a celebration, I think at least. It's probably just going to be Ariel and Eric. Not as many friends there. Because this set is for younger builders, this shell banner is printed. This is actually a really cute piece. I like that a lot. Now, when I compare this set to others that I've built, it's pretty obvious that the pieces are bigger, they're chunkier, they're easier to grab and manipulate, which makes sense for a set like this. And I do think that the details are less intricate, but they're still quite lovely. We are keeping it pretty simple though. I mean, look at how big this piece is. That is enormous. Pop that on the front, and then let's add some more decorations. Actually, I guess the part of the boat that we're building right now is fairly functional, but this last piece we're adding right now is hot pink, so there's a decorative element to it. And now for the fun part. Because Prince Eric is royal, we are putting a crown on the top of our boat. Or actually, maybe it's because Ariel is royal. I don't know. Either way, they're royal, they're showing it off with gold pieces. And I actually just noticed that there's a little defect on the bottom of my boat. That's a bummer. Aside from that though, the base of the boat is looking pretty good. And now we have to build something to go inside of the boat. Now, I'm not yet clear just what this is, but it's white and it has a cool color scheme for these decorative elements. Those are nice. I think I'm just gonna keep building, and whatever it is will eventually come to me. Oh, this is the helm. This is the steering wheel of the ship. There's a little hole right there for us to pop in the actual wheel, so let's try that out and see how it spins. Quite nice, easy maneuverability. Just pop this entire piece into the back of the boat to give our pilot somewhere to stand. And by pilot, I mean captain, of course. Words are hard. All right, at this point, I think our boat is almost done. We just need to add 2 pennant pieces, 2 little banners flying in the wind to make it look like the boat is moving through the waves. Billowing in the sea breeze, the pink flags fly. And we can stick Eric in here, and he can sail off to find his wife. All right. It's time for bag number 3, our last one. Oh, but we get Sebastian and Flounder in this one, so that's exciting. All right, Sebastian is amazing. He looks just like his Disney counterpart, and I love that you can put something in his claws. On the other hand, I don't quite love this figure as much. So I'm guessing that this rounded, bulging shape on his face is intended to be like his mouth region, but right below it, there's this little crease that looks almost like a smile. So it looks like he has a big, goofy grin. Now from the side, like the colors are spot on, the stripes, the dark blue, the light blue, the yellow, it's all perfect, right? And look, he's curved kind of like he's swimming, so that's a lot of fun. But I think from the front he looks goofy. Now with Sebastian and Flounder, we are going to build a purple toy box. Not a toy box, a treasure box. And you might be wondering why a treasure box under the sea would be purple. I don't have an answer for you, except to say that this is Disney. And brown treasure boxes are boring. Now with the treasure box, we get a ring, which I'm guessing is Ariel's wedding ring, so let's see if it fits on her hand. This is more like a nice wedding bracelet. So let's throw that into the box. And we also have a nice diamond. Ooh, very fancy. We'll let Sebastian hold this one. The third piece of the set that we're building today, this final little scene, is a place for Sebastian and Flounder to play music, because apparently they're musicians and they want to celebrate Ariel and Eric. So we're making some kind of little rocky scene right here, and then we're going to take some blue transparent bricks and build up a place for Flounder to sit. It looks like he gets a blue clip for his instrument, and let's see, a little bubble to sit on? Yeah, I think that's a bubble, and if so, that's pretty cute. All right, I did not know that he played the saxophone. Does he play it in the movie? I can't remember, but he's playing it now. Maybe he learned just for this occasion. And now we'll make a spot for Sebastian. This purple piece looks like the same piece that we used to make the rotating dance floor for Ariel, so I think that Sebastian is probably going to be rotating while he plays the piano. So the keyboard pieces that we have here are actual printed pieces, which is pretty interesting because when I made an Ariel poly bag once upon a time, we built a keyboard using little grill pieces instead of actual printed pieces. So this is a little more fancy. And if we pop Sebastian on here, sure enough, he is gonna spin, just like that. All right, that's our little musical band. And now we're gonna add some pieces of seaweed to make this look more appealing and underwatery, which is totally a word. And then last but not least, we have King Triton's trident, which the instructions say to just kind of toss to the side. So I guess that's what we're gonna do, right next to the treasure chest. Or maybe we should find somewhere better to put it, like in the saxophone. Or you know what, we can have Sebastian hold it. That makes a little bit more sense. And with that, we have completed Ariel's celebration boat. I think this is a great set. You have 3 distinct scenes that can each be played with on their own, but then you can also combine them to make this royal celebration of Ariel and Eric's wedding. And then you get a ton of characters, right? We have Ariel, we have Eric, we have Flounder, Sebastian, the dog. So there's a lot going on here. Overall though, I think my favorite part of the set is Ariel. It's nice to have a new face for her, and of course I love her dress. Alright everyone, thanks for joining me today for Ariel's celebration boat. Until we build again, I will see you then. Bye!